maybe they call this group as a group of death, but do you say this is a group of joy? We can see some quality T20 cricket now?
Definitely, it's a tough group, and we pretty much prepared to take on anything. It's obviously 4 world-class teams. Any team can beat anyone on a good day. It's definitely we don't see it as a group of death. It's a great challenge for us. We're looking forward to the challenge out there. It's 3 games in quick succession, and we prepared in all phases to take on this Super 8.
Hi, Amy. Just into the team discussions regarding Friday, and perhaps what you may have seen on the pitch. Are you looking at maybe going with the second spinner?
I think so. From what I've seen on the TV, it's definitely taken a little bit of turn. It still looks like a good cricket wicket. It's something we expected coming here to Sri Lanka. A little bit of turn. 2 spinners looks like the way forward, but we obviously still going to decide come tonight and tomorrow. Still a lot of things to think about, but it looks like the way forward for us. And obviously we're playing quality opposition who are really good with their spinners, so we would like to match that and hopefully even be better in certain departments.
Maybe you played a shortened game here, there were 2 shortened games in England as well prior to this. Do you think the number of overs South Africa played in competitive matches are a bit less for your liking?
Not really, no. It's still a competitive cricket match out there. It's the bowlers needed to adapt, as well as the batters. It's a difficult game to be a part of when it's reduced overs, and I think the guys handled it really well. So we prepared for anything like that, like a super over as well. And even a 2020 game, it's a short game. It goes by very quickly, and I think it did us really good to switch on and off, and the way the guys responded against Sri Lanka in that reduced overs game I'm really proud of that.
We were talking about their spinners earlier. Would you say it's a battle tomorrow between your fastmen and their spinners, and how good are your fastmen?
Look, we still back our spinners to do a job. We've got world-class spinners in our team as well. Obviously, they're a very good bowling unit and a very good all-round team, to be honest with you. So we know in this group and the Super 8, we're going to have to play good cricket to come out on top. That's for sure. All 3 teams we play against can beat us on a good day, but we also know we're capable of the same kind of thing. So it's going to be a tough one. We will go out with our spinners, and I believe our spinners can win us matches. Obviously, a strength in our team is also the fast bowlers, and we'll look at that. But I think we're a good all-round team, and we'll just come out tomorrow and give it our best shot and focus on our strengths.
Pakistan's fast bowlers went for plenty of runs up in Palak. Do you think that provides you an opening into their attack, considering the spinners should enjoy these conditions?
I think I'd like to touch on that as well. Even though I said now they're a world-class team and a world-class bowling unit, it shows that they can still travel on any given day. We just got to come out here and make sure we do our basics really well. We know we're a world-class team too, so if we play good cricket, we'll come out on top.
Thank you very much. Is that it? Last one?
2020.
One to go? Okay.
Yeah, maybe specifically on Pakistan, how do you look up the challenge in the bilateral affairs? South Africa are head and shoulders above them with the 1-4 and only lost once, and that was in the World T20, sorry. So, do you actually think that they are on their day better now?
They're a very good team. They've shown that over quite a few years, and in this tournament in the past, they've always done well. I think they've reached the semi-finals every single time, won it once. So they're a very dangerous team, but we've seen them play pro cricket as well before. And but once again, coming back to my point of we want to focus on what we do well. We know if we play a good game of cricket, it's going to be very tough to stop us.
You guys have been one of the best cricket teams in the world in the last 1 or 2 years. Are you a bit surprised that nobody's talked about US favorites in a tournament like this?
No, not really. We've only played, I think, 7 T20 games leading up to this tournament, which is not a lot. So over the last few years, we haven't played a lot of T20 cricket to really prove that we're the best in the world, even though we're on top of the rankings. Look, I believe we're one of the favourites of the tournament, but there are quite a few favourites. There are quite a few teams that can really win this tournament, and we know we're going to have to do something special to win it. I still believe we have that X factor, and we're going to have to show it in the Super 8s now.
Maybe can you kindly tell us something about India and Australia as well? Because in the group of them will start tomorrow.
Yeah, they're two world-class teams. It's going to be a great game to watch, and we'll be following that closely, picking up on a few things that we'd like to address before we take on the two teams.
Thank you. Last one here.
Sorry, Abby, I don't know if this is a silly question or not, but do all the top order batsmen read Ajmal? Side Ajmal?
No. I don't think there are a lot of them that can read him. He's obviously a great bowler, we all know that, but we saw him play against Bangladesh and not doing too well there. We picked up on a few things there, and there are a few areas that we like to attack him on. He's still a world-class bowler and can still do well on any given day, but yeah, I don't think a lot of guys read him, to be very honest with you. We all watch the video analysis and we go through this and that, but it's a different story when you're out there. You've got to watch the ball closely, and I think the world-class players and the best players in the world still, even though they can't read him, they still adjust and adapt to this situation.
Okay. Last one. Back there.
Just a second, wait for the mic.
Have you seen that in preparation this week? You do anything differently, or just been going smoothly as you know?
No, nothing different at all. We had a couple of days rest after our group stages. The management's been very good at that. We know it's important to prepare and to go all out in the field and training, but we've also had our rest time, and that's also very necessary to come into the Super 8s full of energy and ready to go. We didn't do much different, to be honest with you. That's one good thing about Gary and the management. We're always sure of where we are. We all know what our roles are, and we're doing pretty much the same thing. We just got to play well. That's all.
This last one, please.
How is the disclosure of your entire team? Do you have the entire team, or how is it?
Everyone's pretty much well rested and ready to go. Yeah. Like I said before, we probably, because there's a better turn in the wicket, we'll have a look at the team. It might not be the same team as the previous game, but everyone's well rested and ready to go and fit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.